Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you're with us. Out is the rookie from Greg's alma mater. That's Andres Borregales to get us started. Across the 20, we'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it. And we'll find out early on what the plan is.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, the goal is shot right the back out of Arizona State. Wow, that 360 spin helping him out there. He'll get forward and we'll give him 6 yards on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now he takes off. Whoa! And he is out of bounds. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On 2nd down, Baker. A short one there to Otton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. 12 yards on that hook up. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He takes off. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Baker gonna hand it to White. Whoa! And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the 1st points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with White to the 5-yard line.
Marcus Jones on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal. Out of a shotgun. Mayfield. He's got it at the 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone.
A 27-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here comes the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their 2nd-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
There's a lot of people that are really high on this young quarterback, Mike, and for good reason. Got good experience last year, albeit on a bad team. Made 12 starts as a rookie. But now he can come into training camp and come into the season understanding this is my team. I'm the future of this franchise, and if they want to compete within that division, they're going to have to get great quarterback play from Drake May.
That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Man in motion here is Hollins. On 2nd down, it's May. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jacob Parrish in there for the stop.
The 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They run with White, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. Baker to throw. They'll set up the screen to White. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A short game, down to the 7.
Tucker, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Now here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otton that time around. And now it's third and goal. To throw is Mayfield. That is caught to the goal line and in. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Tampa. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers are out to a 10-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Here's May. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Man in motion here is Hollins. May to throw on second down. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Patriots first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. To throw now, May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 10-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football as they begin with 3rd and 8. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Bucs offense and Emeka Egbuka set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. They'll try to set up the screen here. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On the ground, this is White. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Now Mayfield. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
It's a gain of 20. And a first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On the handoff, it's White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll go again with White. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So on fourth down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. Man in motion here is Hollins. Made out on first and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 7. May gonna look to throw. Pass completed to Douglas. Was brought down. That pass is gonna pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're gonna stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm gonna sit in this soft zone. I'm gonna what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
At the 44-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's going to get upended right at the line of scrimmage. And he's picked up and thrown down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and He's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll try it now with Henderson. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. The Buccaneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Baker. This one on target for Johnson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Mayfield. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down is Mayfield. And open downfield, it's Johnson. He's into the end zone. 10, Johnson. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Patriots, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Good drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third down, Henderson. It looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Throwing on second down, May. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man in motion here is Hollins. From the gun. On third down, it's May. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards. And a Patriot first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Second down, they need 7. Throw again is May. The look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Made to the air once more. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. Well, guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive.
He's got his big tight ends. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Patriots are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Patriots 7.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard.
Mayfield's pass complete to Sterling Shepard. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
Second and a yard. Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
He'll find his running back, White. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Baker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To start this drive, a gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Logan Hall on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 2nd down, it's May. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New England.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Man in motion here is Hollins. May to throw on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. May to throw again. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. And in motion, it's Diggs. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Henderson. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Anthony Nelson on the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It's the tight end Henry in motion. Working out of the gun. It's May. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From out of the gun, here's May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Anthony Nelson gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Man in motion here is Hollins. On 3rd and long, here's May. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's out of bounds, couple of yards short of a marker. So, decision to make here as it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he will score! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The extra point now for Borregales. He gets it to go, and the Pats are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Patriots 14.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. Whoa! He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. He steers clear. First tackler working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Baker will get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Johnson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Baker to throw. Got him in! It's Ibuka! Complete! He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Complete to Emeka Ibuka. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 2nd down, a run with White. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Buccaneers 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
And that one's not fooling anyone. the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 20-yard
Well, the best
line.
screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
A give, and here's White. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Buccaneers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Patriots 14.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for first and 10. Now, May. That one complete to Hollins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. May gonna look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That's taken in by Hollins. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. May to the air once more. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Man in motion here is Hollins. Throw again is May. He finds Hollins on the ground. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's May again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run with Henderson, and he is going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Down from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll try the right side this time, and the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Now it's 4th and goal.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
For the Patriots field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And the bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here with White. He'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man, right side, he's got it.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Catch made, right side, Mitch Johnson. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To throw is Mayfield. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 4 yards. Complete to Tez Johnson.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Mayfield to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's fourth down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. To throw on first down is May. There's that man again, another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Throwing now is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Patriots first down. Working out of the gun, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
In trouble, and down he goes. Logan Hall getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's a give up the middle with White. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with a minute 56 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 7. Trying the left side. Here's White. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 7. Fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass to the outside. He's got Diggs. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. 3rd down coming up.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On 3rd and a yard, here's May. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. First down, New England.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
That one complete to Hollins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bucs' 35-yard line.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win, as we say so long from Tampa.